Whether you know her as Hilaria, Hillary, or the yoga-loving influencer married to Alec Baldwin, Hilaria Baldwin has been stirring up a mix of curiosity, confusion, and controversy since stepping into the spotlight. From shifting accents to unexpected cats, her story reads like a reality show, and well, now it is one. Let's count down the top most eyebrow-raising facts about Hilaria Baldwin, starting with a feline faux pas and ending with a full-blown identity crisis. Number 10. Hilaria bought 4 cats, even though Alec Baldwin is deathly allergic. Let's begin with what might be the perfect red flag. Hilaria Baldwin, née Hillary Thomas, apparently has a thing for cats. Alec Baldwin? Not so much. In fact, he's severely allergic, like wheezing in the hospital allergic. He reportedly had a full-blown asthma attack from cat exposure in the 80s. So naturally, when Hilaria learned about this dangerous allergy, she bought 4 cats. Yes, 4. Not 1, not 2. 4 whiskered hazards now roam their home like fluffy health risks. Alec even joked about it on their reality show, The Baldwins, remarking that he can't turn a corner without running into a cat offering a judgmental meow. The segment is funny, sure, but it also raises questions about how seriously she takes her husband's medical needs. Priorities, anyone? Number 9. She yelled at a student she injured, allegedly. Back in 2013, when Hilaria was still teaching yoga at a New York studio, things took a not-so-zen turn. During one of her classes at Yoga Vita, a student named Spencer Wolf lost his balance, fell into a window, and badly injured his leg. According to the lawsuit he filed, the studio was overcrowded, potentially contributing to the accident. That's unfortunate on its own, but the story doesn't end there. A friend of Wolf's later told Page 6 that Hilaria allegedly ran into Spencer after the lawsuit and scolded him for the emotional stress the whole ordeal caused her. That's right, she confronted the guy with a leg injury over how she was affected. That's one way to achieve emotional balance, by tilting the scale entirely in your own direction. Number 8. The I Am Baby Instagram photo. In 2023, Alec Baldwin had his manslaughter charges dropped in connection to the Rust film set tragedy. Understandably, it was an emotional time for the couple. But how did Hilaria choose to mark the occasion? By posting a photo of herself curled up like a toddler in Alec's lap. Some thought it was a sweet show of relief. Others called it straight up weird. The vibe? Less loving wife and more emotional support infant. Considering Alec is almost 26 years her senior and was the one facing charges, the optics were awkward at best. When your babies are real babies, maybe let them be the ones acting like it. Number 7. The desperate Instagram follower plea. Let's talk about the time Alec Baldwin went full Instagram husband, but not in a cute way. In early 2023, Alec posted a video asking his fans to follow Hilaria on Instagram as a birthday gift to her. His reasoning? She was just shy of 1 million followers, and crossing that threshold would apparently make her birthday complete. Romantic? Maybe. Desperate? Definitely. What's worse, it didn't even work. More than 2 years later, her follower count still has not cracked 7 digits. It's still lingering in the high 900 zeros. Turns out the internet is a tough crowd, even for birthday wishes. Number 6. Name change? Totally normal, right? Before she was Hilaria Baldwin, she was Hillary Lynn Hayward Thomas, a name that screams New England prep school, not Spanish flair. And it turns out that was exactly her background. In 2010, she legally changed her name to Hilaria, a choice she says was not meant to deceive. According to Hilaria, her loved ones had called her by that name for years. She told the New York Times in 2020 that the change was a personal decision, not an identity cover-up. On Instagram, she explained, "It's the same name, just a few letters difference." But if you've ever tried calling your friend Rebecca Rebecaria, you might not find the logic so convincing. Number 5. She said she's so bilingual, she forgets English words. Now, this one had the internet gasping. In a 2020 video that went viral, Hilaria famously forgot the English word for cucumber during a cooking segment. She smiled at the camera and asked, "How do you say cucumber?" The internet, never one to let a moment like that pass unnoticed, erupted in memes and mockery. Hilaria later explained that she was raised bilingual and sometimes experiences language mix-ups, especially in high-stress situations. While bilingualism is common and beautiful, many found the timing and pattern of her forgetfulness a bit suspicious, particularly since most of her earlier media appearances didn't include much of an accent at all. Which leads us to Number 4. Her ever-changing Spanish accent. Here's where the plot thickens, like a tortilla española. When Hilaria first emerged on the public stage after marrying Alec in 2012, her Spanish accent was unmistakable. Appearing on Good Morning America, she spoke with a noticeable lilt, as if she had just flown in from Madrid the night before. But in another interview around the same time with Extra, the accent vanished. Not faded, vanished. One moment she sounded like a language teacher at a Barcelona immersion school. The next, she was back to Boston prep school diction. This accent whiplash continued for years, showing up inconsistently in interviews, Instagram stories, and her reality show. Viewers didn't miss it. In fact, many couldn't stop watching it, the way one watches a soap opera with too many plot twists. Number 3. She's not actually Spanish, according to genealogy. When Hilaria claimed a Spanish cultural identity, the internet did what it does best: deep dive research. In 2020, a genealogist on Twitter said they performed a quick ancestry search and found no links to Spain in Hilaria's maternal family tree. Instead, her roots traced back to England, Ireland, France, Germany, and Slovakia, with deep ties to colonial New England. In short, no Iberian Peninsula, no flamenco dancers, no tapas in the bloodline. This led many to question why she so strongly identified with a heritage that didn't appear to be hers. Was it a misunderstanding? A case of cultural admiration gone too far? Or something more performative? Number 2. Comedians and the court of public opinion had a field day. The backlash to the Hilaria identity saga came hard and fast. Even fellow celebrities weighed in none more brutally than Amy Schumer. Schumer mocked Hilaria by referring to her as Hilaria Francis Pena, a tongue-in-cheek exaggeration of the influencer's adopted Spanish identity. Social media lit up with jokes, memes, and fake cooking videos imitating Hilaria's famously fluctuating accent. The criticisms weren't just about her name or language. At the heart of the controversy was the idea of cultural appropriation, especially when someone with no documented Spanish heritage embraces a cultural identity for clout or credibility. Number 1. Her entire persona might be built on a fiction. And here we are at the most bizarre part of all. Everything from the accent to the name change to the lifestyle branding paints a picture of someone who may have crafted a persona to fit into a different narrative. Born Hillary Lynn Hayward Thomas in Boston to American parents, she reinvented herself as Hilaria, the Spanish yoga goddess. For a while, the illusion worked, but once people began piecing the inconsistencies together, it all came crashing down like a poorly balanced yoga pose. Hilaria has maintained that she never missiled anyone, instead explaining that her multicultural household and love for Spanish culture influenced how she speaks and lives. Still, to many, the math doesn't quite add up. The Spanish name, the inconsistent accent, the cucumber moment, the Instagram posts, it's a recipe for skepticism. And maybe that's why she's become such a lightning rod online. She embodies the fine line between personal reinvention and performative identity. If you enjoyed this wild ride through the curious case of Hilaria Baldwin, don't forget to hit that like and make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the internet's most puzzling personalities. Got thoughts on Hilaria's accent saga or the cat chaos? Drop a comment below. We read them all. Until next time, stay curious, stay skeptical, and stay subscribed.